Part 1. The Breaking Point. The alarm screamed at 5:47 a.m. Sarah Martinez didn't need to open her eyes to know exactly what her day would look like. 8 years of the same routine. The same fluorescent lights. The same passive-aggressive manager. The same traffic jam home to collapse on her couch. But this Tuesday morning was different. Not because anything had changed externally. This morning was different because of what happened the night before. Sarah had been staring at the ceiling when a thought struck her with devastating clarity. I am living someone else's life. At 34, she had become a stranger to herself. She used to dream of being a documentary filmmaker. She wanted to travel the world and tell stories that mattered. Instead, she was processing insurance claims for a company that didn't know her name. This is what researchers call psychological numbing, when we function but don't truly live. Studies show that 95% of people will end their lives without ever attempting to pursue their true dreams. They trade their authentic selves for safety and approval. But Sarah's breaking point became her breakthrough point. Instead of hitting snooze, she made a choice that would change everything. She called in sick. For someone who hadn't taken an unscheduled day off in 3 years, this was rebellion. She spent that day walking through her city, like she was seeing it for the first time. Street art that told stories of hope. Coffee shops filled with people working on passion projects. That evening, she did something she hadn't done since college. She opened a notebook and began to write about her dreams. The words poured out like water from a broken dam. Years of suppressed creativity suddenly had a voice. But here's where most transformation stories get it wrong. They focus on the dramatic moment of realization and skip the most crucial part, what happens next. Deciding to change is easy. People do it every New Year's Eve. The revolution happens in the mundane moments that follow. Sarah had planted a seed of possibility. Now she had to choose, moment by moment, whether to water it or let it die. This is where the Phoenix Protocol begins. Not with the burning, that's easy. The real work begins with rebuilding yourself from the ashes. Over the next 9 episodes, we'll follow Sarah's complete transformation and reveal the psychological principles that make lasting change possible. You'll discover why willpower alone never works, the counterintuitive truth about motivation, and how to use fear as fuel for growth. If you're tired of going through the motions while your dreams gather dust, this series is for you. Hit like if this resonates. Subscribe so you don't miss Sarah's journey. Comment with one dream you've been putting off, because admitting what you want is the first step to getting it. Next episode reveals the biggest mistake people make when trying to change, and why it guarantees failure before you begin.